Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Alexander Odeki. I'm a wedding filmmaker based here in Lagos, Nigeria. And you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I celebrate you and I greet you specially. So, in continuation of our previous tutorial on color grading and color correction, we've done the first part, which is color correcting, which is like the base, the foundation of color grading. You need to learn how to color correct. Your white should be white. It will help you in situations whereby you have a different several camera manufacturer that have different color signs. So long you can correct everything to make sure that the white is white. Even though if you decide to apply LUT, it will affect every footage from different camera the same way, because you've made sure that your white is white and your blacks is black. And to this part, we are doing color grading. Now in this session, color grading basically is there's no a particular formula of how to color grade. This is my own way of color grading. There are various people who tell you can use LUT. Yes, you can use LUT. One of the benefits of color grading is that it also helps you enhance your story, help you tell the story. Not every footage might be shot in a way that you want it to look like. You might want some pictures to look more brownish, you might want some to look more bluish. So you get to use color grading to fine-tune your footage to look the way you want them to look like. So that's the basics of color grading. So basically, recently for the previous video, some people said it was insightful, and I'm very grateful. But some people also said it was kind of long. I was trying to be very, very, very detailed, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. That's why that was lengthy. But I'll try as much as possible to keep this video as short as possible. So maybe one examples from each, and I'll try and explain, elaborate more on each examples. So without further ado, let me take you straight to Premiere Pro so we can get started. So guys, when I say in Premiere Pro, I'm using Premiere Pro 2022. So let's get started. So I have a couple of wedding reception here. I'm going to try as much as possible to keep this under 20 minutes or 15 minutes. So please bear with me at my pace, and you can slow this down or watch this over and over again so you can understand what I'm talking about. So please bear with me. The first thing we need to do, which is laying the foundation, and the foundation basically is color correcting. All right, so we're gonna go from beginning. So let's just quickly do this. So the first thing we do is look at the blacks. So we can drop down the black. Okay, I think -15 will be okay. -15 is okay. For the white, it's already touching this thing. So blacks, okay, this is 5 for 5. The highlights, we can drop that down a little bit. It's too much. I don't think we should worry that much about this one. I think these are just the lights on top, so we should concentrate more on this part of it. So let's take this up a little bit more. All right. So we've adjusted this. The blues are low, while the red are very high, reds are very high. So let's move this a little bit. You can move this a little bit. I think with this we're good. The green is a little bit too much. You can bring those ones down a little bit. All right. So you can see we're not doing too much, and everything is looking as it ought to be. We go to the curve 1 year, 1 year. So bring this down. All right. Then we take this up. So in between it, I like it to go up a little bit more. And yeah, just like that. Nothing much, nothing too much, just before and after, before curve, after curve. So this, we can just drop this down a little bit. I think this is fair. This is very fair. Okay. All right, so basically that is just for making sure. Look at the before, after. All right, so this is the before white balance, after white balance. So this is the footage from the beginning, this after. Now let's now go to color grading. Like I said, first of all, before we go to color grading, let's go to opacity and create a mask. All right, let us look for what can we look for? Any skin, anybody's skin. Okay, let's look at this girl's skin over here. All right, zoom out to 150. All right, so we made the footage small, the mask small. We're just looking at this babe's face. Now, can you guys see we are right on track on this wave? So let's click on this. Can you see? Although we are moving a little bit to the red, like I said, but we are very close. We are very close to this line here. We're not that far from it. So, but let's try and see if we can bring it closer with our. Let's see if we can. Yeah, we're right on it. So that's closer. Let's move to someone else. Who has what other skin do we have here? We have this skin over here. Can you see we are still on the line. So basically, you get a point. So let me play this mask and zoom out. So now let's now go to the. So let's name this. Let's name this, like I said, base or foundation. So I like naming it base. We create another geometric curve. We'll go to HSL, pick this, and let's pick the closest skin tone here. You can see, just pick this, move. Now, we might not be able to do this for every event, you know. I'm going to show you a shortcut. So I'm just trying to apply this to see if, you know, it will work. Just pick the closest skin tone to you. Then we can let's turn this up a little bit. Now let's turn this one off. So let's push this a little bit. If we push the red size too much, we just put somewhere around here. Will be fine. We can increase the not so much. Increase the contrast. Increase the contrast a little bit. Increase sharpness. Saturation not so much. Just yeah. This is fine. All right. So this is the before. This is the after. Before, after, before, after, before, and after. All right. So basically, we basically fit this. So this before, after, before, after, before, after. We just added life with color grading. We just added life with color grading to our footage. So let's see the before, the footage before. So play this from the beginning. Now let's go back to the beginning again. Then let's see the after. Can you see the skin tone? Everything is popping out as it ought to be. So basically, that is just it for color grading footages like this. So this is an event, for example. Is there another event? Okay, this is also part of the event. So let me just copy these two footages. These two, 1, 2. copy. So let's just go here and let's paste it. Now can you see? Straight up, the white is white, the black. Let me just take out the color grading so you can see that before and after, before and after. Can you see? Now with this, we can reset this color grading here and then readjust. So pick this lady's skin tone, for example. Now we add all right, so let's just, yes, okay, increase the exposure. Good. The highlights, let's increase the highlights some more. Okay, increase the highlights. So not so much. Increase sharpness. So let me show you the before and the after. Before and after. Before and after. Can you see we're able to brighten up the face a little bit more? So now let's now go to this, where we get to like do a little bit of color grading. So we add, increase. I think I like this blue feel in the mid-tone. The highlights, we can warm the highlight up a little bit. Okay, warm it more. The shadows, let's move the shadows towards this. So before, after, before, after, before, and after. I think this is too much. Let's turn it down. All right. All right. So basically, we can see how it goes with this. From here to here, the skin tone is still in line. Can you see? Just applying, because we got the white balance for the same event. We got the white balance here. We just applied it here, and it came out well. So basically, that's just it. Now let's now go. The first thing I'm always trying to do is to make sure that I pick the skin. So with this key selector here. So once I pick this from the HSL drop down, I click on any part of the skin. All right, then I click on this color and check this box over here, this color and gray. So it's to show what part of this image that will be affected by the color grading we'll be doing in this HSL. So select as much as possible and try as much as possible to avoid the background. So there won't be color fringing or color casting. So I think this is fine. Majority part of the body has been selected. Add a little bit of blur and denoise it a little bit. You can push through to see the difference, but for me, I like keeping it around less than 20, so 15 should be fine. And yeah, I think we are good with that. And yeah, so here is where we can now push our color to how we want it. Do we want it to look bluish? But for me, I think I like the skin tone to be a little bit warm. That's for me. Like I said, it's your choice. Just a little bit, Just this is a little bit of, because she's fair, so let's make her lost a little bit of yellow and just that brownish feel. So in here we also have the temperature like we had earlier on, but let's go to this color. So this is the mid-tone. You can see we adjusted this part, but affected the mid-tone, the shadows, and the highlights. So we can reduce it or increase it. You can look at the face. Let me go closer. 75. So you can see the face. So I think I like the mid-tone to be high. The shadows. So I think I should reduce the shadows so there can be contrast in it, and the highlights. So yeah, I think this is fine to me. Like I said, this is just a quick run around. It's not like a professional, a perfect distance. I'm just trying to show you what the basic things I go through in getting my color to pop out. So before, after. Right, so I think we've done the skin tone here. Let's now go check our so what I'm basically just doing is just to mask our skin. We can see the skin tone is just a little bit to the yellow side, and that was due to the fact that we added yellow to it. So you can see we are not moving that much away from it. So let's go back to the skin and try and move this wave right on this skin line. So we'll go to the HSL again, go to this, then we'll move this. Yes, so with this we've been able to move it right on the center. So delete. Now we'll zoom back to 100. Now that is perfect. You can see the white is white. You can see, and our skin tone is also still popping out based on what we saw on this skin tone spectrum. Now I love these colors are popping out, but I want to add more vibe, more feel. Let's say this is an option. So let me duplicate this by holding Alt and dragging the footage. So let's create a new lumetri curve. So in here we'll go to this color wheel, and I want to just mess around so to give this thing a little bit more maybe bluish feel. So you can drag this somewhere around here, somewhere around there, and this. Look at this, and look at this. This. Can you see what we've done? We've been able to push the highlights from here to here. Do you understand? We can drag the highlight a little bit down so it doesn't look too bright. Can you see the red at the back is coming out? The blue at the back is also popping out. Even the blue here and the white here, or the same picture, they are popping out. What is black is black, and that's just that for that. You understand the whole process of color grading and the likes. So I hope with these few examples I've showed you, we've been able to understand get the whole concept of color grading. The whole process is just to make sure that everything looks fine. We'll be going more in depth in the part 3, where I just get to like show you how you can actually start creating presets, how you can save your color grading, so that each time you want to apply similar environment color grading, you just go to your presets and you apply the previous presets you created. So you can start creating presets and also send to your friends to use. I have some I created and I'm about to send to my friends. They also try it on their videos. Let them see if there's any if it gives them better color feel. Do you understand? So in our third preset, in our third tutorial, that will be like we'll just pick any footage, also we'll color grade, color correct, we'll color grade also. Then we'll add an adjustment layer. Then we'll add a lot or a color grading also. So that way, every of our footage looks alike. So with this, we'll be able to balance. We'll be able to balance audio color, all the whites are whites, and we'll be able to color grade it and make sure that all the colors are popping out the way we want the colors to look like. You know, the skin tone, they're in line with the skin wave. Then definitely now the third tutorial will then apply LUT. Then you can see that the LUT will affect every of the footages we have here equally. So you look at, say, one is too dark, one is too bright, because we've been able to match audio colors. Do you understand? And also show you how you can save preset. I actually learned them from Justin Odisho, so you can go check Justin Odisho out. You know, it's a great color in tutorial, a great tutor also, you know, when it comes to editing and the likes also. So yeah, basically that's just it. I hope with these few points of mine you'll be able to really you enjoyed the whole process. I know these tutorials are getting long, but I'm trying as much as possible to be, you know, detailed as possible. So basically that is just it. I'm very grateful for watching my tutorials today, and I celebrate you all. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I post a new video. So I appreciate you guys, and bye for now.